Avi, if I'm saying your name right. So I'm just going to run a test. Hold on a second, everybody. I'll run a test and then we'll get started. Just make sure everything is set up correctly. Hold on a second, everybody. I'll run a test and then we'll get started. Just make sure everything is set up correctly. Okay, I think we're good. So the echo should go away here in a second. Hello, everybody. Tim here from Lessons on the Web, and tonight we are talking about playing along with your favorite songs with chords. We will get started here in just a second. So whether it's your first time here or you've been here before, feel free to say hello. And Avi has said hello so far. Let me make sure everything is all set up. Hold on. And we'll get started in about maybe 2-3 minutes. Okay, we're going to get started here in just a minute. That's Avi. Welcome, by the way, and thank you for coming. I believe it's your first time here, or at least the first time responding in the chat. So welcome to our live stream here. I have to adjust one more thing, and then I swear we will get started. There we go. Hello students, Tim here from Lessons on the Web once again, and today we have another terrific lesson for you. We are talking about playing along with your favorite songs with chords. Now there's a few things you need to know to understand this lesson, and one is chords. So if you don't know about major chords, minor chords, diminished chords, augmented chords, and then the basics about seventh chords, you really want to check out a playlist that I'll put for you in the description. So look there if you don't know anything about chords. You don't know anything, about chords so far. The most important chords for you to know about in this lesson are major, minor, diminished. Augmented probably isn't quite as important. And then you really want to have a good grasp on what we call dominant seventh chords. A lot of times you'll just see those chords with the letter of the chord and then the number 7 next to those. A lot of the songs we'll be talking about today use those. So the first thing you want to do is you want to look up the song you want to learn, right? And you need to know the chords for it. There's actually a really good website for this. Now there are a few of these actually. This one's called acousticmusicarchive.com, and I will put that link in the description, of course. So here we have it. You can look up any song you really want. For today, we're going to look up Jingle Bells. Now, that might not be in your top favorites, but hey, the holiday season is coming, and there's actually a chance that YouTube won't flag my channel for this or demonetize my video. But it's okay if they demonetize. Hopefully they don't flag anything. But here we go. So you look down and you say, okay, I don't see it right away. But oh, here it is. We finally found Jingle Bells. It has a lot of songs, and it does have some popular songs. So if you are looking for something a little bit outside of Christmas music, there is stuff here for you. And also what's great about this website is they have a recording you can play along with. One of the great things about playing chords along with songs, by the way, we call that accompaniment when you play along and then somebody else plays the rest of the song. It's a lot of fun to do this, and it's also very, very good chord practice. So if you want to be able to change between chords quickly, you should really just practice this, and it's just a much more fun way of doing it than just practicing through standard chord routine, which may also be good. but this has its own benefit. So the first thing you want to do is you want to look through the chords they have listed, and you want to make sure that you understand all of the chords they have. So you can change back to the piano there. So look at all the chords they have. You have G major here. By the way, if it's just a capital and then the letter, that automatically means major. So Dashing Through the Snow, and then by the time it gets to Sleigh, as you can see, another great thing about this website is it also puts the chords where they change with the lyrics. So you have Dashing Through the Snow in a one-horse open sleigh. And you can also play all these in root position. But the first thing you want to do is say, okay, I know that that's a G chord, and I know where to find that. I know that the next one's a C chord, and I know where to find that. That's all three white keys on C. I know what a D chord is. And you just want to go through the chords first. This might take you some time if you're not used to playing chords, but the better you understand the chords ahead of time before you play through with the recording, you'll have a lot more success if you do that, trust me. And then D7, you gotta be careful because a seventh chord doesn't have 7 notes. It only has 4. Again, refer to that playlist I have for you in the comments, or not the comments, the description. So we have our D7 chord, G, and then just looking through to see if there's any other chords I really have to play. Not really. I think that's pretty much it. Oh, there's an A7. So I just ahead of time want to kind of look that up if you have to, or just kind of figure out where that is. And there's a D7 once again. And then just make sure there aren't any other chords in the song that you have neglected to learn. Like I said, I'm automatically assuming you kind of know how to play the chords, or that you can, find that playlist and learn the chords. But here we go. So once you learn the chords by themselves, what you want to do is you want to start up the recording. Oops, I was playing this earlier. Clearly. Here we go. Stop. Here we go. So it's doing an intro on the G chord. I think you guys get the idea, guys and girls out there. So you may be saying, well, that's not very exciting, right? You just played the chords as they came up during the song. And while it's good chord practice, maybe it wasn't a lot of fun. Well, once you get good at it, you can start to add different rhythms and really add in your own little flair. And that's really when it gets a lot of fun. Here we go. Let me start it again. So as you can see, by adding in a little bit of rhythm into there, it adds in a different flair, and at times I even arpeggiated the chords, you know, to make them a little bit more interesting, meaning that I'm playing the notes separately. So that's what I mean by arpeggiated. Hey Gail, how you doing? Hopefully everybody's doing well so far. So does anybody have any questions so far about the lesson? So remember to just kind of recap. This lesson is all about playing chords along with your favorite songs. So you really need to know about major and minor chords first, and maybe some basics about seventh chords. You want to look that song up. I have a great website called acousticmusicarchive.com. You go there, you look up the song you want, and if it's not there, you can find it on the internet, and you can find the chords to it, and then we're just playing the recording and playing along with it, just in case you haven't been here so far. So are there any requests in terms of songs as well that you want me to look up? Now, some songs I shouldn't do because I know they will get YouTube will get angry at me right away, but we can certainly do some others. I'm trying to think what may not be, like Jingle Bells probably is too. That's the hard thing.
Show you how to play Happy Birthday.
All right, we're going to do Happy Birthday.
It goes like this. Happy birthday to
Okay, so again, the first thing you want to do is learn the chords of the song. You have G major, you have D7, we've seen that before, D7 again, and then back to G, G, and then C, G, D7, G. Now you may be thinking, well, gosh, there's no way I'm going to be able to play it that fast. Don't worry about it. Even if you want, one thing I would suggest you do if you have trouble with all these chords is pick one of the chords in the song, say the first one, and just see if you can hit that one right. And then see if you can hit the D7 right in time. And then just add a chord each time you do it. So obviously it's going to take a lot of playthroughs before you really be able to play these chords fast enough, unless you're good at chords already. That really helps. Okay, so here we go. We're going to play through the whole thing, and I'm going to add in a little bit of flair again. So I'm just going to be adding some different rhythms and maybe some arpeggio action.
I'm going to show you how to play Happy Birthday. Let me play through to you first. It goes like this. Happy birthday to you.
Not bad.
Only three chords, G, D7 and C, and it's in 3/4 time. So what I'm doing on each chord,
Okay, then you get that one. We're going to do Heart and Soul. Maybe they have it. I hope so. That's a good one to do. Fortunately, I don't see that one. But what you can do, Heart and Soul will also probably get YouTube angry at my video, but hey, I'm probably pushing the limit already. So here we go. So you type in Heart and Soul Chords and hope for the best. Or Alleluia, that one's a good one. Let me see if I can find that. That might just be easier for this lesson. Oh, really? Oops. Who is Alleluia by? There's a lot of songs. Did that sound like it? It looks like the chords were A minor. Oh, this might be it. Okay, weird. Hey, JP's back. How you doing? You'll have to drop by a little later in the lesson. Okay. Okay, great. Thanks, Brian. Okay, everybody. So I'm trying to find Alleluia. If you know if it's by Leonard Cohen or Jeff Buckley or Rufus Wainwright or whoever it is, I kind of know which one you're talking about. I think there's one from the Shrek movie. Like this one. Okay, so something like Alleluia from Shrek, it looks like. You can see that they have the chords listed here, so you can use this to play along with the recording. So if you had somebody playing the recording of this, let's see, if this is definitely going to get me, I don't know if I want to do this. But anyway, what you would do is you would find a recording of the song, and then you would play the chords along with it. I know if I play a YouTube video, it will definitely not be happy. I remember the one time for the Mozart lesson, I played a YouTube video, and like instantly, YouTube sent me like 3 alerts. Luckily, nothing bad happened. But anyway, you look up the chords for the song, like we've been talking about, and then you just play the chords along with the song. So you learn the chords individually, like C major, A minor, C major, F, A minor, F major, G major, C major, and then you just play along with it. Now, I'm fortunate enough I know how to read the sheet music, so I would do that. But like I said, if you're accompanying and you're learning your chords, try playing along with the recording with the chords that are written there. Okay, for release. I don't know if Fur Release is on here, so we're gonna stick with this website for now, only because I feel like it's gonna make the lesson flow a little bit better. They have Amazing Grace. Amazing Grace is a good song. Let's see. Okay, so we're going to talk about Amazing Grace. Here we have, an acousticmusicarchive.com. We have the chords written out for us along with a recording right here. Okay, so what you want to do first is learn the chords of the song. So you have C major, F major, C major again, G7. Like I said, it'll take you a while to get these chords if you aren't an expert already. But again, the first step is to figure out the chords of the song. And then, start your recording.
And this is Amazing Grace.
And probably what you would do is play it a few times. Oh, wait.
This is Amazing Grace.
Okay, I think you get the idea. Okay, so that's just another idea of a song that you can play the chords along with. So as you can see, each song has its own style on how you should accompany it with chords. This is obviously a soft song. The first time I tried to play it, I tried to put in a little bit too much rhythm into it. It's a soft and quiet, slow-moving sound. So you probably just want to stick with half notes or quarter note or whole note chords. Nothing crazy, nothing with a syncopated beat, surely, like I tried to try. So just try to find something that suits the song. So again, you want to find the song you want. You want to learn the chords to the song, and then play it through a few times, see if you can play the chords with it, and then try adding a little bit of spice for it. Hey everybody, so I just want to say hi to everybody. We have Gail is in the house, JP is back, we have Alexander Lee. Let's see here, we have Galva Bartz, welcome, nice Kirby, what are those things called, avatar? So, welcome everybody. Any questions so far? Oh, is that a common technique? Great question. So yes, I did play a lot of inversion. So if you notice that when I play the chords of the song, that a lot of times I don't play them in root position, meaning the name of the chord is on the bottom. So C major would have C on the bottom, F major, would have F on the bottom, and so on and so forth. So you notice that a lot of times I move them in inversions, so they're not evenly stacked. Yeah, I do that because, actually everybody should do that when they play, because a lot of times, not only is it inconvenient to move all around the keyboard, it just doesn't sound as good. So if you use proper voice leading rules, which are retain common tones between chords, so if you have C major, this might be a little over your heads, and you have F major, well, you want to look, okay, what note do those two chords have in common? Okay, that's C. And then you're going to move the rest of the notes by the smallest amount of movement as possible. So yep, very common. Okay, any other questions? That was a very good one by Galva. Rich is not here tonight. I noticed, Rich, that you're not here, but that's okay. I forgive you. Alright, everybody, let's see what we got here. Okay, I think that kind of wraps up the actual part of the lesson. So it was all about chords. Let me do like a little wrap up here. Okay, so that concludes our lesson for today. Remember that today's lesson was all about playing chords along with your favorite songs. The list of things you want to do is first find the song you want to play. 2 is find out the chords of that song and figure out how to play those chords. 3 is playing along with the music, as a recording. So this isn't reading sheet music like we would normally do. You're playing the chords along with a recording. And then after you get used to that and you find that, that might start to get a little dull after a while, try adding in some different rhythms, appropriate to the song. So if you have a fast-moving song, you'll really jazz up the rhythms, but if you have a slow song, you might want to go for something a little bit slower and more quiet. So make sure to match it with that. And another thing is, I want to bring up that this lesson and all these live streams and everything are brought to you by the contributors over on Patreon. So you can go to patreon.com/lessonsontheweb if you want to learn about how you can contribute to making these lessons even better than they already are. But also another great way of joining in with Lessons on the Web and helping us grow is heading over to pianolessonsontheweb.com, where I have a ton of courses about learning music and piano and improvisation and composition, and a ton of stuff really far beyond what I have on the YouTube channel. So remember, pianolessonsontheweb.com. That would help out the channel as well, so feel free to take a look at those. And then remember that if this lesson was way over your head, to check out that chord playlist as well. So this has been Tim from Lessons on the Web. Thank you for coming by today. Live stream people, we're not going anywhere, but just kind of wrapping up the recording here. Can I play Wedding March? I can try that. Let's try Wedding March. They don't have it, so I'm finding out just now that this website is a bit limited in terms of the stuff. The reason I think behind it is that this stuff, I believe, is all what do they call that? Public domain. I almost said open source. That's a little bit different, but it's all public domain. All right, you too, Gail. We're not going anywhere quite yet, but I just wanted to, I wrap up the lesson and then, I kind of chop it up into a lesson for Friday. So if you ever want to see edited versions of these lessons, where I cut out all the fluff and everything and make things really fancy, you want to check those out on Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's when those come out. But we almost always, except next week, I believe we're off. We almost always have live streams on both Friday and Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you want to learn more about that, it's pianolessonsontheweb.com/community. And that will take you there. Let's see. There's the website, and you click on community. Is it not clicking? What's going on? Usually loads right away. There we go. As you can see a calendar of everything that's going on. So the next time we meet on Friday the 25th, hold on. Sorry. We are off next week, but we will meet again on the 25th with How to Write Music, the Absolute Basics. It will be a great lesson. I'm going to put a lot of work into that one because I think that one will be well received. I mean, I put a lot of work into all of these, but some of them you can just kind of tell that people want that one. So let's take a look here. We're going to take some questions. Avi says, I'm bad at reading sheet music. Can you give me any advice? Yes. I have some new bomb lessons that are just incredible. I'm just kidding. I mean, they're good. I like them. They're newer lessons that are about reading sheet music that I think are right up your alley. So what you want to do, let me find these for you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you a link here in a second. So that's why I'm off screen here, is because I'm looking up the videos. And I want to find, let's see, there's one called How to Read Music Notes in One Easy Lesson. You want to watch that first. I'm sending it to you now, because this will explain far better than I can in just a few minutes. It's a lot more in depth. I think it's about 20 minutes, half hour, over 22 minutes long. So it's a good guide on how to read music. And then I have another one for you, which is How to Read Music Faster. And by the way, if you're watching the recording of this, you can find these on the channel. I mean, if you just type in How to Read Music Faster into Google, or I mean YouTube rather, it's the first one that comes up. So you just type in the titles, you should find them. But here we go. I'm going to send you the link for this one as well, which is How to Read Music Faster. And this one is you should watch after you practice the stuff from the first lesson I sent you. And same goes with everybody else. This is what I recommend for pretty much everybody who wants to learn how to read sheet music. All right, everybody. Any other questions or requests? I'll probably end it here in a couple of minutes. Thank you so much for coming out. Like I said, we are off next week. I might do a live stream, sneak one in there. So check the schedule throughout the week in case I change my mind. But I'm pretty sure we're going to have off next week. It's probably a better idea if we do, to be honest, just because it gives me more time to prepare for future lessons. It really helps with that, actually, just to have a week off once a month maybe. or maybe even a little bit less, maybe once every 5 weeks, but I need that week off. So how to write music, the absolute basics is Friday on the 25th. That will be right after Thanksgiving. So you may be able to make that one real easy. You may not be, but that's what we have planned then. And then we're coming up with some holiday-themed video ideas after that. And then learn piano chords quickly into December. I can't believe it's December almost. There's a lot of things I can't believe going on right now, but I cannot believe, we're into December and almost at the end of the year. So thank you so much, everybody who's listening to this. I just want to let you know that it really is my mission with Lessons on the Web to teach the world piano and music. And just by being here and just by watching these videos, you are a part of that dream of mine, teaching the world piano and music. So that's what we're all about. Always feel free to come back to these live streams. Remember, Fridays and Sundays, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You want to check the calendar at pianolessonsontheweb.com/community and go from there. All right, everybody. Anybody else have any other questions? We'll probably wrap it up here in about 2 minutes if there aren't any other questions. But all right, how about I play us out with a little bit of B-flat blues since we're ending a little bit early right now. Oh man, I haven't played it in a while. Moonlight Sonata will definitely get my video flagged. It has before. So that's such a pain, what YouTube does. I will, at some point, if there's actually a goal on Patreon where if I get enough contributors, I will do a recital, and I could put that in there. I can play Moonlight Sonata. I've played it before for the stream. I don't remember the one, which one though. I can play that for us. Why not? Okay. Oh man, I don't think I have it. Yeah, I don't have it. I have... whole thing, but that one is pretty crazy. I like your face there, Avi. So I can't find it. I'll tell you what. I'll have to take a rain check on that one. Let me make sure it's not one of these. No, it's not those. This one's very nice. Actually, if you check out a video I put out recently, if you go to the channel page on the video section, it's a video I released recently called the top, something like the classical songs that I recommend you start with, or something like this. This is on them. This is Bach's Prelude in C major. There we go. So that's going to play us out for tonight. Everybody have a great night. Avi, thank you so much for coming. You're always welcome back to our live stream. So great to have you with us. I guess I should talk to you through the camera and face you instead. So thank you everybody for coming out. You're always welcome to come back it's actually at the same time on Fridays, but remember, we're off next Friday. So if you decide to come, I will see you in 2 weeks or after that. So thank you so much, everybody. And this has been Tim from Lessons on the Web. We are all about teaching the world piano music, and thank you so much for being a part of it with me. So I'll talk to you in the next lesson, and have a great week.